Good evening, everyone. The man suspected of murdering a Dakota Dunes woman has pleaded not guilty in the case. The plea came during the second arraignment for Alfredo Castellanos-Rosales earlier this week.
That's after prosecutors objected to the first judge assigned to the case Monday. KTIV's Larry Wentz was inside the courtroom this afternoon for the second arraignment in the case. He joins us in studio with the details of today's proceedings. Larry.
Well, I'll tell you, Matt and Jessica, Alfredo Castellanos-Rosales, he basically pled not guilty to the felony murder charge against him in the April death of Jordan Bashir in her Dakota Dunes apartment, and not guilty to misdemeanor charges of child abuse and neglect. Today, Castellanos-Rosales entered that plea through an interpreter. The initial attempt to hold this hearing Monday was blocked by the prosecutor, who filed a motion to change judges in the case. Today, the new judge took over and accepted that plea. Nearly 24 of the victim's supporters filled the gallery behind the defendant, many of them wearing T-shirts that said "Justice for Jordy." Castellanos-Rosales also waived his right to a speedy trial, a trial with jury selection now set to begin next May 28th. Here's the timeline of the case so far. Jordan Bashir's body found in her apartment April 26th. Castellanos-Rosales was named a suspect in a warrant issued for his arrest on charges of first and second-degree murder on April 27th. He was arrested in Mexico May 12th and expelled from that country into the custody of Webb County, Texas Sheriff's Office, which held him on the South Dakota warrant. He was extradited from Texas late last month and returned to South Dakota by U.S. Marshals. June 1st, a Union County grand jury indicted him on the current charges. Now, after the arraignment this afternoon, the prosecutor, State's Attorney Jerry Miller, told me he hasn't made a decision yet on whether to seek the death penalty or life in prison. He told me there's still too much evidence and information to sort through before he can make that decision.